the concluding day of Kieler Woche 2014. We brought you 9 days of live sailing from the world's largest sailing event, and today a European champion will be crowned in the 29er class. And the good news is that the young men and women of that class are already out on the water. Andy and Toby champing at the bit for a little bit of action, which we'll be getting in a few minutes' time.
And at the moment we have 330 degrees currently, shifting slightly back to the right hand side. We already had 320, and like 20 minutes ago I also saw 310, so there is a big variety of wind direction, and I think the sailors will have to make a decision, a tough decision, whether they want to go left or right up the first speed.
I mean, the amount of information coming off those trackers and into the monitors and computers back here at base is quite extraordinary, and for them to be able to process it in a way that even I can understand is fascinating, and you can access it at the website that's on the screen now.
Yeah, and you can see it right at the moment. We have the top 3 competitors of the regatta. They are all on the right-hand side of the starting line, and as the wind shifted a little bit back to the right, I said, to 340, it's up there on the right. There is the advantage, and I might also expect that if the wind is filling in more strongly, maybe increasing to 8 or 9 knots even, then I think it should come in from the right-hand side of the course.
Those are the yellow bibs of the leaders. España 3, Neil Mas, skipper Oriol Mejiquez, who we heard from earlier on in the programme. I was going to say that they seemed fairly confident this morning. They were strutting around the dinghy park as if they were comfortable there, and they were the comfortable leaders on the day. And as you said, with 57 seconds to go, there is a black flag on that start boat, so it's all important to get the start right. Yeah,
well, after 1 minute, if you are over the line, which means like if you're on the course side, then you are disqualified. Even if you go back before the starting line again, there is no chance. Once you're over, it's over for you.
It looks to me like some of the boats right up by the committee boat on left of our picture now, that Italian boat, ITA 1738, some of those boats around there in great danger of being over the line early, which means they would be disqualified from this race. We don't have the view directly down the line, so I might be doing those guys a disservice, but they cannot afford to move any further forwards from where they are.
It's one of the all-female crews of Francesca Gamberin and Claudia Gamberin as well, the two sisters. 3 years in age between them.
And there will be some disqualifications here. We can see some of those boats have crossed the line already. I can't see how they're going to escape the eyes of the race committee because they're right in front of them. So there's 5 or 6 boats there as they got off the start line who could already be over the line. And it's the boats further down the line. There's actually some really good starts there at the right-hand end of the line. A bit of a sag in the middle. And let's see who's doing well on the left. It's our guys, NED 2226, who did a port tack start yesterday, and they're immediately on to port tack.
I see it on the sailing analytics. The wind shifted back to 320 just before the start, so big left shift, and this should enable the boats on the pin end of the starting to tack straight away, and maybe they are able to cross the fleet. But I can also see more dark water, more dark air on the right-hand side of the course, so there must be more wind. So I'm not so sure how far he's going to get down here, and if he has to tack back in order to consolidate his position.
You explained that Dutch move yesterday. For those who weren't watching that, explain that again. What were they trying to do?
Yeah, they were trying to cross, but now the wind has shifted to the right. There is more wind on the right-hand side of the course. We can see it also with the speed of the boats. Therefore, he has to tack back, and now we see Australia and Spanish boats. They are just there in the leading group. They had an excellent start, and they are among the first. Whereas our Swedish competitors currently lying more to the right-hand side of the course, and he's further back. Not such good breeze at the moment.
Let's watch the start again. GBR boat.
Well, look how high up on the line they are, up by the committee, and how much space there is down this end of the line. Some of them are a bit line shy this end. They could have been a lot further up on the line than they were. Here come the Dutch. And what a great tactic. They make it work for themselves so well that they didn't get all the way across, managed to do the perfect port tack start this time. But in fact, maybe they should have carried on where they are. It looks like maybe they tacked where they did because they suddenly found a shift. They almost rolled the boat into that wind shift, took advantage of it. They weren't able to get all the way across, but still a great start by them.